And we're live, except for John. How's everybody doing?
John is very alive.
Well, I mean, John is still alive. He's just not
there.
with us.
He's never with us.
I was gonna say.
Tell me he's muted, right?
Don't kill John.
Oh, he's not muted, which is hilarious.
Someone might hear something. Oh, there he is.
There
Whoa.
he is.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Oh, God
Hello,
damn it.
John.
Look at that.
Hello.
Come in
I
hot.
apologize.
Play the
We're
sound.
live. We're live, John. How's it going? Hello, John.
Hello.
Hello, Waluigi.
Wow.
Oh my god. Welcome to the Movie Podium, everybody. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club,
But for movies.
But for movies.
but I'm
But
losing
for
my voice.
poovies.
But for movies.
Okay. I think it's
As
but
we
for
mentioned.
The Movie Podium.
That's what John was taking.
Name dropping. Deuces. As we mentioned, we are doing kids classics this month. Last week we did The Sandlot, and this week we thought it'd be fitting, since Valentine's Day is coming up, to do a movie about a chocolate factory. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
Charlie, don't forget what happened to the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted.
What happened?
He lived happily ever after.
Man, that's an epic trailer.
Yeah, that
that
was...
factory, Matt.
What?
I said, are you trying to get in that chocolate factory?
Not your chocolate factory.
John just closed his up.
Lord, no.
That trailer was from the 4K re-release, so it had to have like
okay.
super epic stuff.
Yeah, of course.
I was running a little late, so I couldn't get the original one.
No, that one's sweet.
It's
No,
okay,
it's
Ronnie.
epic.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's got that great line that makes total sense.
Yeah.
You're right, without not having any idea. So I don't know about you guys, but this movie has always been a comfort movie for me. Anybody else?
Oh yeah.
Like one you just throw on in the background.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's one
No.
if it's
Just like
on TV, I'm
chocolate.
watching it.
No.
yeah, or if it's on TV. No, Dave, no.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm really comfortable in the boat scene. That's where I'm most comfortable.
I love that scene so much.
Yeah.
That
Don't you
scene
hate on
scared the hell out of me.
it.
All right, well, let's cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
I'm also gonna... I'm gonna first cheers with the chocolate. It's
Ooh.
only a Snickers, but
Ah, man.
I didn't have.
We
I
should've-
know.
We should have got Wonka bars because they
I
made those, right?
know. Yeah,
Tell me
actually,
we're
this is
bringing
why they made the movie,
treats.
which I'll get into.
I have treats. You didn't tell me. I could bring treats.
Do you want to go get one, Dave?
No.
Yeah, we're going to have a minute while Matt chews on his Snickers.
Great live.
Great podcast audio right here. Let's listen
Right.
in.
I already talk like shit right now.
ASMR Matt eating.
Yeah. Matt, how's that caramel? How do you pronounce
it's-
caramel?
Is
Caramel.
it caramel? Yeah, it's
I'm from-
caramel.
I'm
Caramel.
Seort. It's
Yeah.
caramel.
Yeah, it's not
Caramel?
What the hell's
Caramel.
caramel.
Yeah, what's caramel?
Oh,
Is it Cozumel?
ah, wee wee.
Cozumel? Is that it?
Caramel.
All right. Well, I'm your host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes, Eric,
Hi.
Dave.
Hey, Matt.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello,
Hello,
John.
Hello, John. Hello, John.
John.
That's me.
Wait, I thought I heard Hannah, though.
I did hear a hand about there.
And the
I
song.
need to get the Waluigi sound on here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For anybody watching, tell us if you think John looks a little bit like Waluigi, especially with that new mustache.
Did you use wax?
Oh, it's pomade that
Okay.
was supposed to be used for head hair, but I don't really have head hair, so
I mean,
I'm left over.
your mustache is on your head, right?
Yeah, it's fair. It is.
It's on the front part of the head.
But technically, it's on your head.
That's a really good point.
Never
Thanks.
thought I'd put it on that part of my head.
No, somebody would sit on it. All right, let's get some random ass facts.
This movie, man.
All right, we hit another home run here. This
We're
actually
firing
had
on
a-
all cylinders.
Yeah, I know, right? This had a 7.8, the same as Sandlot, or a 4.8. So
4.8,
Wow,
that's
strong.
wow.
back to back.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's hard to get kids movies higher than a 7.8 just because it's simple and like there's not a lot of complicated plots or themes that you might get something high. Like E.T. is 7.9 and that's like rated as one of the best of all time. It's really hard to get a kids movie in the 8s.
I would wager to bet that Dave and John could show us how to get that high.
Have you been into my inventing room?
Yeah. Oh, I just thought of a good cast that for John that I'm gonna have to change my answer. I bet we all have the same one now.
They've all been.
Oh man, I gotta go now. All right, let's get into some actual facts. So Peter Ostrom, who plays Charlie Bucket, has one film credit or acting credit to his name,
It's this.
and it's this.
That's his one. Wow.
Crazy. So apparently he ended up being a veterinarian and said that he was not really interested in theater after this movie and that his parents weren't forcing him to do anything, and so that's just the route he went.
Do you know what school he got his doctorate in to become a veterinarian?
Yeah,
It's-
Cornell.
Cornell.
Dog turret.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Did you know?
Hold
in
on
Whip-
1 second. It's a dog turret.
And did you know where they found him, Kevin?
I didn't look at. Oh, actually, I did see that he was born in Texas but raised in Cleveland.
They found him in
They-
the gutter.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say in the trash.
they discovered him, Charlie Bucket, that is, at Cleveland Playhouse, right in the backyard, baby.
Believe
The land.
Is that
called The
like a
Land.
theater? The land.
Yeah, that's the like theater downtown or the theater
Okay.
district area.
Nice.
Now it's called Playhouse Square, but back then they called it Cleveland Playhouse.
Okay.
Next one, Gene Wilder doing that for the forward somersault at the beginning was something that he had come up with even before signing on, saying he needed to come up with his own character, his own intro, and even had a big say in his costume as well. Before even signing on, he had an idea for his character.
Yeah. I mean that's such a good way to intro that character as well.
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure.
sure we'll
So
get
he
into
came
it.
up with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like he was like, I want him to think I'm crippled. Like I want to look, like I'm hurting and I'm.
An old recluse or something.
Man,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
that Kane was struggling.
Sure was. That is not the sturdiest cane.
Kane was like,
It bowed. Like every time he put pressure on.
yeah. Someone get him a better cane.
So they changed the name from obviously the book by Roald Dahl of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This was mainly due to the movie being a promotion for Quaker Oats, who bought Wonka at the time and was looking at coming up with their Wonka chocolate bar.
Genius. Absolutely genius.
Yes.
So it was basically a big promotion, the movie was. And it was a flop.
Commercial.
It was a flop.
Basically. It was. It only made $4 million in the box office.
I mean, that's chump change.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Quaker Oats
Oh no, they took off
Well, yeah.
for other reasons, obviously too. But yeah, and then the other one that I had, and there are a million. There's a lot of cool stuff about this movie if you want to look offline. But last one I'll give is that some of this is kind of like the Goonies, but some of the big scenes were kept a secret from the actors, so their reactions on film are natural. So like in the Goonies, remember when we mentioned that the kids see the pirate ship for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, similar, and this gave me goosebumps thinking about it. The kids seeing the chocolate room, that's their real reaction.
Nice.
Hmm.
That's
How
awesome.
cool is that?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
really cool.
I mean, I see that now and I'm like, holy shit, that's the coolest thing. I mean, look, it's our background. Like, imagine
Yeah.
being the kid seeing that.
I can't wait to get into that mushroom.
It's the benefits of practical effects.
Yeah.
Right. You can actually see shit.
Yeah, I saw the same thing we talked about, the flip coming down the steps where he fell. A couple of the kid actresses didn't know that happened and thought he was actually hurt on set.
Yeah, that was the other thing. The intro, they didn't know that. Yeah, good call.
And then the other one was the boat scene. The actors and actresses, a lot of them didn't know that was happening and thought he was actually going insane while that was being filmed.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, that really is.
That would be why this was Charlie's one and only movie. He's like, this is what theater is? Fuck this.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Get me out of here.
No more
Well, it's-
method acting.
It's funny, we talk about like sometimes they make those trailers and it's like Mary Poppins, but they change it into a horror movie. There's scenes in this where it's like maybe it's a horror movie anyway. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to like change the theme. Like that's what happens.
Yeah.
All right, question time.
Question time
Hey.
already? Dang.
Yeah.
We're
Favorite
flying.
thing about the movie. All right, Waluigi. You go first.
Charlie and Grandpa Joe. Their relationship is so cool. It's like Gene Hackman and his grandkids and the Royal Tenenbaums. They're just
Yeah.
out raising Cain.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Dave?
It's the boat scene and the tunnel.
Yeah. Dude, that thing comes out of nowhere.
I also
Like-
Yeah.
also his excitement again with the Suds car whenever I'm gonna get this thing cranked up to full speed.
He's just crawling.
Gene Wilder makes this movie. As soon as he comes
Yes.
in, it comes into the picture, and just once he starts talking, like everything, it just makes the movie.
100%. Yeah, I mean the first 25 minutes are other than I really like the song Candyman or the Candyman.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's kind of slow. Like it's not anything special. I
It's
think
Kind of
It's just-
depressing.
Yeah, it's just Charlie opening chocolate, not getting
being
a
poor.
ticket.
yeah, and being poor.
It's just
Yeah.
Charlie sulking and
Right.
Yeah. And his grandparents like living in a bed. Like 4 people in the one
Like
bed.
sloth.
That's
One bed.
yeah.
Just one head of cabbage is not feeding us all. Sorry.
here's a giant loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine
Get
what
my
that movie
tobacco.
would be like. Oh god. Yeah, exactly. Kevin, what was your favorite
He's
thing?
giving Grandpa this money, and Grandpa keeps getting these items, but he's not leaving the bed.
I don't think they had like Instacart or anything back then.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Kevin, what was your favorite thing?
I actually I think this movie actually ages extremely well. And it's one that I know my grandparents liked, my parents love, me and my siblings love, and actually my nephews love. So this is one of those movies where that's 4 different generations can watch and enjoy together. And really, there's not many movies like that other than holiday classics.
Mm-hmm.
and this
Yeah.
doesn't fit that. And that's where I think
fair.
my favorite thing is this is just a movie every single person can enjoy and watch
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Matter.
It's timeless.
Yeah, it's definitely a
I-
timeless movie.
I couldn't agree more, and it's funny that you say that because over the holidays we watched Mary Poppins, and we watched it with my mom and my kids, thinking this would be some great movie. It's a kids movie and it's timeless. And we watched it, and we're all kind of looking at each other like, "This is boring." Like it, the songs are fine.
I'm
Like,
gonna.
I like the music, but it was kind of boring.
I don't know if she's watching, but I'm gonna not tell Julie about that because
Kelly
she'll have
said-
some strong opinions.
Really on Mary Poppins, like
Yeah, she loves
Oh,
Kelly says, awful.
definitely not.
Actually, Matt, did the boys watch this movie?
Oh yeah, they love this. I mean,
Okay.
they were
Yeah,
into
awesome.
it. Like, I can gauge a movie that the kids are into if Miles stays awake.
No.
Oh, Julie, and
heard it.
Miles was awake the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
so sorry.
Dude, I bet Miles' favorite scene was the boat scene.
It's a good question. I don't know. That's probably up there.
Yeah,
I think
well,
they
There were
like
there were a lot of colors.
I think they like the getting high scene. I mean the bubble scene.
Yeah,
So the sud
sneaks
scene.
off with Grandpa Joe.
Eric, what did you say?
this is favorite. Let's see, what did I say? Oh, one of my favorite things is whenever Wonka is saying like, "Stop, no, don't do that." it's just like, they're not gonna listen to him anyway, so he's just like, whatever, the fuck it. But
awesome.
I also really liked, especially the transmitting scene where the kid gets transmitted over, because once he gets transmitted over to being small, you can, like, in the TV you can see that they built like a little stand that holds the chocolate bar there,
Yeah.
like a practical one, covered it in black or something like that. And then it's just cool to see like all those like very rudimentary practical effects. Like when the little kid is talking to his mom and she's big, you can
Yeah.
obviously see that they just projected her onto like a wall or something
Yeah.
like that.
For sure.
I love that.
Yeah, it is pretty
Just
awesome to
old
see.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
again,
can
it's a
see how they
comfort
did
thing.
it, but it works.
Yeah, it absolutely works.
Definitely. So I said my favorite thing was I love the feeling that you get watching this movie and the allure of using your imagination. So as a kid, I honestly don't think there's anything more important than dreaming big, like real talk. Like that's probably what being a kid's all about.
Yeah.
And I think this movie might catch it better than any other movie that I can think of.
Yeah.
I don't know another movie that has.
Yeah, I mean,
this
I can't
kind
think of one right off the top of my
imagination.
head. Yeah.
So that's
so
that's
good.
my favorite thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything or any other
No.
movie that hits it like that.
Imagination.
You've seen the South Park trilogy, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of good stuff in that. And the other thing, I mean, we'll talk about it more later. But Gene Wilder's, and you guys already said it a little bit. Gene Wilder's the other best part about this movie. I mean, hands down.
Yeah.
But we'll get more into that. All right, least favorite thing. Dave.
Grandpa Joe.
Why,
John's
Dave?
favorite thing.
Least?
Yeah, man.
could
The
see.
whole he's been in bed for 20
Yeah.
years.
Nobody wants to work, Dave.
He's just, oh, I can fucking just do a jig right out there.
Yeah. I'm totally with you.
I don't know.
That motherfucker's faking it.
I like
Yeah, something
I
like
like
that.
this movie, but like whenever Matt asked us, like, "Oh, do you guys like put this on in the background, like as background?" Like, no, I wouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
it's a, when I put it on and watched it, like I remembered everything about it from being a kid, and like still laughed at like the scenes like them on the boat and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a lot of like the beginning of the movie is really slow.
Yeah.
All the sulking and stuff from Charlie is just down and depressing.
Yeah.
And
Grandpa Joe faking his shit.
and then
He can still do his tobacco.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he's faking the shit, laying there for 20 years is gonna you're gonna lose feeling in your legs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Muscles are gonna atrophy.
yeah,
And you're not out
you're
working for your kid or your grandson. Oh.
Make mom do all the work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they've got 4 extra mouths to feed him and Charlie back at home. Or
There was,
her and
there was
Charlie.
something on that
Charlie.
golden ticket.
All right, Kevin.
I just put bratty kids. They're terribly annoying.
Yeah. Also true.
Can't- Yeah,
They're all annoying.
yeah, they're extremely annoying.
That's not what I meant. I meant in the movie.
Well-
In the movie, I'm talking about in the movie.
I'm gonna call you and say, "Hey, put Cohen on. I got something to tell you."
Right. He knows what not to do that.
He knows he's annoying.
He knows he shouldn't be a brat. John, what was your least favorite thing?
The teacher of Charlie.
Oh yeah, that's up there.
That fucking
Just
dude.
a big dummy. He
I originally,
Figure out just 2.
I originally
he's
had
like
him as
power mad. He's like, you kids don't know anything. I'm gonna do whatever I want. And he's just a crummy teacher. He's gonna let class out whenever he wants. He's mixing chemicals haphazardly. He's just a right shithead.
Eric. What about you?
My least favorite thing. Why the fuck did that dude have a meat cleaver cart outside
Oh yeah.
Willy Wonka's factory when Charlie was just standing there, and he said like, "That guy never comes out of his factory," and then he left, and his whole fucking cart was filled with like butcher knives and
He's
shit.
it's the knife sharpening guy.
Is it?
Yeah, outside.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I thought they also might have traveling
No, for real.
butchers
There's
too.
there's people that go around and they'll
Sharpen knives?
They'll sharpen knives for you. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that makes
Man,
sense.
hey.
Like
So,
that
like,
that tracks. Okay.
Maybe he was just pushing his cart around and he just happened to be outside of Willy Wonka's factory whenever Charlie was there.
On his way
Yeah.
home.
And
Yeah,
sc-
okay.
And scare the hell out of Charlie
one
about Willy
goes
Wonka.
No one comes out.
No one comes out.
Oh, hey kid.
You need me to sharpen your knife?
You got any knives?
Where's your knife,
Okay.
kid?
Later.
My least favorite thing is kind of similar to what some of you guys have been saying, and it's a little slow at the beginning, and I think for some kids these days, sound like an old man,
Kids
it might be a little slow.
Oh,
Mike,
okay, I'm gonna call bullshit. You think it's too slow, Matt. It's not for the kids. It's Matt being like, God, this is slow. I can't keep watching this.
What's
No.
happening?
Where
No,
are
I-
the boobs?
yeah, right. Oh yeah, darn. No, like I said, I like the Candyman song, and I think the like trying to find the candy bars is cool, but I just think it plays out a little slow.
Yeah, they definitely
think-
drug it out.
Yeah, I think it could have been 10 less minutes.
Yeah.
I think mainly it introduces you to the kids who are shitheads, and you want to
Yes, and that's
Ow.
fine. And I know that they're trying to build a relationship with Charlie more than any of the other ones, but like I don't know if I care as much. Like I like that Charlie wins, but I get the picture of him, how he's growing up with being poor and all that. Like I don't think I need 20 minutes of it, like a big exposition.
I think it was building
Yeah.
the characters
Cheer
of
up,
each
Sean.
kid
Yeah, it was, but
before they get to the factory.
yeah, you could have done more at the I mean, they kind of do. I don't know.
Yeah, they could have
Seems a
done
little
more at the
slow.
factory and like had him open like one less chocolate bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
How'd that guy with the scar know where all those tickets were going to be?
Dude, great
Blood
question.
work.
That was my second least favorite thing. Is he just
How did
pops
he
up
get the scar?
every time there's a live television broadcast. And
Yeah,
he's just
where's
in the
that
background whispering in the kid's ear.
Yeah.
Every single
Where they
one of
got
them.
Come on, another sausage, Augustus.
Like, he was in the factory where all the women were undoing the chocolate bars for
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
salt.
Mhm.
And
was
he
everywhere.
was down in the factory before she even found the ticket.
There's a theory that they were all like Wonka planted those to each one of like everywhere, so they knew where it was going to be opened. But that's
Whoa, that's a crazy theory.
yeah, but that's a lot of
That's
things
Willy
to track
Wonka.
and where that goes. And
Man, I want
across
to
the
see
world.
some.
That man is just off his
Dang, I-
sword.
I
That
need to
might
go
be
down a
Willie
rabbit
stretching
hole.
it.
Yeah, I need to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
There
Wonka
are too
theory.
many rabbit holes that you have not gone down recently, Matt.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
one you need to
tell
go
me
down. You don't want to go down that road.
Don't go down there, all.
that. I knew that.
All over White Rabbit.
Oh, God, we're getting too many movie references. Hope you guys pay attention. All
No,
right,
that
next
was from
category.
our Pet Cemetery episode where I didn't know what the accent was, and everyone's like, "It's just a Maine accent, you dumbass."
I understood it, but I
Oh, sorry.
don't get out of that, right?
Don't go down there, all.
Man, I have like 5 casting characters for John right now. Anyways, who
It's just
who
John
won the
all
movie?
John is everything.
John's all the characters.
Eddie Murphy style.
Yeah.
All right, Dave, who won the movie?
The Oompa Loompas.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
They
They-
did escape annihilation.
They escaped annihilation.
Oh,
they got
that's
they
yeah.
got to live in Wonka's factory,
Yeah.
That's
and
true.
they
Right.
sang awesome songs.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
I do love
And they
the
just got to
songs.
make fun of kids and how terrible the parents are.
They
Also
got it
true.
made.
Also, I would like to brag on myself. We made the thumbnail
Oh, yeah.
of this episode, and I spent probably longer than I should have, but I made us all Oompa Loompas with orange skin,
So good.
white pants, and green hair. Except for me, I don't have any hair. But I was very proud of that. Dave was offended, apparently, but I was proud.
Didn't John and
I'm
Dave
offended.
end up holding hands accidentally?
Yes,
mean,
John. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
also offended by that.
And furthermore,
Speaking of, John, who won the movie?
I mean, I guess Charlie is the obvious pick.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I think, furthermore, the actor who only did one movie. This was it.
Yeah, that's true. One hitter quitter, man.
Yeah, that's
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah,
that's a
Right.
walk-off, baby.
I just
I mean,
someone.
was it though, since it flopped?
Yeah, I mean, true. It did flop
Yeah.
until it got big, but
I guess maybe is this
Everything flops until it
considered
gets
a
big.
cult classic then?
Unless he's
That-
unless he's getting residuals.
You mean
Yeah.
getting them dank zidge?
oh, man.
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Eric, who won the movie for you?
I said the same thing as John. Like I initially said Charlie, but then as he was saying it, I was like, well, the fucking actor just did one movie and that's it, and it was fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
But what about
Yeah,
the
isn't that-
Oompa Loompas?
The Oompa Loompas did win. Yes, I agree with that too. But I initially wrote down Charlie, so that is my answer.
Nice. Kevin?
I was going to put Charlie, the obvious choice, but I ended up actually
Yeah.
choosing Willy Wonka
Hmm.
because he had
Okay.
lost all faith in humanity, and then he found Charlie, and gained it all back. Said there is still good in this world, and you are going to take over my factory because you see things the way I do.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Matt, what about you?
an awful lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
It's just a hand
Right.
over to a kid.
He's got a hand over. Yep, he's got to take care of the Oompa
Right.
Loompas, Dave.
What if the kid says no?
He's like, can I just take the chocolate instead?
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
That's more than I bargained for.
Well, he handed it over. Well, it's a gobstopper, not chocolate, but he gave it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Charlie's the obvious answer. Quaker Oats, because
Yeah.
they made a ton of money off of a Wonka bar. Roald Dahl got his name even bigger. Even though he didn't like the movie, it still got his name out
Who?
there even more. Roald Dahl, the author
Oh, okay. Sorry.
of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That makes sense. I didn't know that.
Matilda too.
Yeah, Matilda. He did a bunch. And then, but I actually said Gene Wilder. I said because obviously it lands on his podium, but for kids movies, I'd argue this is probably the best performance for an adult in a kids movie ever.
It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think second might be Julie Andrews in Sound of Music / Mary Poppins, but I
I
don't
don't know.
think
You didn't say that
anybody-
at the beginning of the.
Wait,
the
I didn't
those
episode.
say that
that's
she
the
wasn't
same
good.
person, but those are two different performances.
Right. So I still don't think either of those beat him out. And I think this is probably the best kids movie acting ever for an adult. Like, I mean, it's just the best. He takes this movie over. And I mean, when you're watching it, you're not even paying attention to the kids. I mean, yeah, they are annoying, but like you're kind of just in his world.
They're like the Washington Generals or whatever. They just set
Yeah,
up to dunk on, and he's like,
Exactly.
It's weird because like the
a great
sets
reference.
are amazing in this, and the sets
Oh,
don't
yeah.
really put you in the world he does. That's actually a good point. 'cause,
Yeah,
it's,
I agree
the
with
sets are
that,
there, but
too.
as soon as
Yeah,
he's in,
You're
in
right.
it,
The
it's
sets are cool, but it feels like a stage almost as opposed to
Yeah.
a movie in some scenes.
Yep.
But he doesn't. I mean, he kind of takes you into his own world. Wonka vision.
Wonka World.
All right. Next, favorite song, moment, or score scene. Does anybody not have pure imagination?
You know,
Yes.
I said pure imagination, but I changed it as we were doing this to anytime he goes to
Yeah.
call the Oompa Loompas.
the little flute.
Well done. Well done. That was yours, John, too?
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa call and that
sorry.
little tiny flute.
John, I'm sorry. I stole it. I'm
How many
sorry.
So
times he
good.
does that?
That's so good.
But
I
I
think
was
3 or
trying to-
4.
I was trying to go offbeat, like away from legit songs, which are plenty in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
It is technically a musical.
to talk about that, it had one Oscar nomination for Best Score and lost to none other than John Williams in Fiddler on the Roof. How fair is that?
Right?
Not fair.
I've been humming.
Dave,
Pure
what did you
Mountain.
say?
Any of the Oompa Loompa songs.
Which
I
one's
like
your
that
favorite?
change. Yeah, which one's the best?
The first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that when Augustus? Is that the first
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
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 Well, don't they sing before Augustus goes in?
I don't think so.
I don't think you
can't
see him
remember.
until
Whenever they're putting
that.
the
Or
cream and
no, you
stuff
see
in.
him
Yeah, you see him like when they go in there.
right, because he talks about him.
Yeah, they're working like,
Yeah.
what are those? Because they come.
Yeah,
out
I
Right.
think
and
that's
start
when he
working.
tells them all about the Oompa Loompas. That's when they go, "Hey, that kid's drinking out of the water."
Yeah, you're right.
Augustus, don't do that.
Yeah, you're contaminating the chocolate.
Oh, my precious chocolate.
Oh yeah, Kelly told me this. The Oompa Loompa whistle was my text message
That's
tone
so
in high
great.
school.
Okay, Kelly, I vote you bring that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should bring that back.
Bring it back, and I will
do.
text you a lot during the day.
Please
actually
do it.
might
I'll
be-
hear it from downstairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say just go over to Matt, and I'll text you like 7 times.
Please reuse that text. That's great. Yeah, I had Pure Imagination just because I think it's probably one of my favorite movie songs of all time.
It's
Like-
yeah.
It's hard to put into words on how good it is melodically, right?
Yeah, I've been humming it all week.
I tried playing it on piano yesterday. Like, couldn't stop listening to it.
It's so weird because like it's so pretty and like so like uplifting, but it
Yeah.
also has like it also sounds like a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, right.
And it's just the way that it is both of those in spades is crazy.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like it either, Eric.
No, I loved it.
It's seriously one of my favorite
That
movie
song's
songs.
junk.
Worst. It's on the podium.
The booty.
You get out of here.
Yeah, that doesn't deserve the podium.
All right, let's do a favorite line
We should
from
do
the movie.
Sorry, Eric had to read. Eric had to read for a second.
Favorite line. Pause.
Man, who's got the first line?
Don't just stand there. Do something. Help. Please. Murder.
It's so
yes.
good. Dave?
We have so much time and so little to see.
I know. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, wait a minute. Strike
Wait.
that. Reverse it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
reverse it. I love that one. Eric?
I had one of my first one was when will it change? Probably when you least expect it. So
Nice.
that was mom to Charlie.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool. John?
Waluigi.
Wow, Luigi. When they're getting onto the Wonkatania and Mr. Salt blocks the way for Veruca and says, "Sorry, ladies first." And Grandpa Joe says to Charlie about her, "If she's a lady, I'm a vermicious canid."
That would be your favorite one.
That's the most John answer I've ever heard.
Man, man. you have
John
so
is
many
Grandpa
casting.
Joe.
I was gonna say there's so many different casting here for
fucking
John.
Christ.
Holy crap! I liked, of course, the schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
No, that's my favorite line from Super Troopers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they stole it from
All right,
Howard
I'll say it since nobody else took it. You get nothing. You
Oh,
lose. Good day, sir.
I know.
He's
I love
coming
that.
unraveled.
Oh, that
Well-
whole scene is great because he reads off a bunch of legalese. He's like, Esprit,
Yeah.
it's all like Latin. It's
Yeah.
all there, clear, black and white.
in fine
Well,
print.
And the other line from that I like is when Charlie gives him the gobstopper and he says, so shines a good deed in a weary world.
Yeah.
He like kind of says it under his breath.
Yeah.
Mhm. Says it to himself.
You
Yeah,
gotta go
basically.
forwards to go back.
I had
Yeah, go ahead.
like every time he like snarked back at the group, I loved.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he's like, "You got to speak up a little bit. I'm terribly deaf." But the one I wrote down was, "I'm sorry. All questions must be submitted in writing."
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Nice.
snarky stuff. I had one. There was Mr. Wonka. They won't really be burned in the furnace, will they? Well, I think that furnace is only lit every other day. They
Yes,
have
I
a good
love
sporting
it.
chance, don't they?
Dude, when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh my god, are those kids getting burned?" What?
Also, again, a horror movie.
Yeah.
Nah, he was
Right.
just goofing off.
He was just
He said
goofing.
they'll be restored to their original state.
What does he say when the dad goes down to get Veruca? He makes a snarky comment about
I can't remember.
I can't remember right off the top
Dude,
of my head. Yes.
Wonka?
Yeah, when
yeah.
is that
like
in
making-
the egg scene?
Oh,
where they
there'll
all
be
go-
Yeah.
lots of trash going out today or something.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Yeah. He has some funny line. I agree. The snarky stuff with the parents are so good.
Yeah.
All right,
I also
let's do
like.
Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, I like when Violet turned into a blueberry. He was contemplating. He's like, they all turn into blueberries.
She's like, it always
So this-
happens with dessert.
Yeah. So this has happened multiple times. Okay.
But she wasn't supposed to try it because it was still
And
in
he
the testing
knows
phase.
just what'll happen if you don't juice them in time.
Matt, let's
let's
hold
do
off on
blind rankings.
let's hold off on blind
okay.
rankings because I haven't downloaded them yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, while you do that, I have one
Yeah.
more line.
Okay, perfect.
I think
Perfect.
it's from Wonka. He said, if the good Lord had intended us to walk, why would he invent roller skates?
Oh, that is a great line. I also had We Are the Music Makers and We Are the
Yes.
Dreamer of Dreams. I love how it just encourages us to, get into that creativity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
To change the
You ready?
world, there's
Yeah.
nothing to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go into our blind rankings. And for our audio listeners, this is the section of the show where producer Kelly has come up with a category and given us 6 different items or characters to rank. And our job is to rank them from 1 to 6 without knowing any of these options, 1 being the best, 6 being the worst. Last week, she threw us for a little loop, and we had to rank what we thought were the most expensive baseballs. So I don't know what's going to happen this week. I should probably write down my stuff, though.
Baseballs.
Okay.
Schnozberries
Tastes like schnozberries. Okay, everyone ready?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
See.
Yeah.
Wonka
Oh,
Factory
okay.
Rooms. Okay.
Okay.
Top Wonka Factory Rooms. Okay.
I know my
Okay.
one.
Here we go.
2.
Anyone out there, please play along in the comments. Chocolate River.
Chocolate River.
That's
Room.
number 1 right there, baby.
Strong one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
I got that number 1.
Choco
it's-
River.
It's
Number
the
1.
first thing you see, and it just
It's-
blows your mind. Like, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
feel like
Like,
it's,
There's some cool ones, but that one's my favorite.
it's
Yeah,
the showcase.
Yeah.
That's whenever I think of Willy Wonka, I think of that room
Yeah.
specifically.
Dave's got it at 4. Oh,
Dave
John's
has it
got
at
2.
4.
What?
Yeah.
John, you have a 2? Okay,
Yeah.
Inventing Room. Oh, there we go. Inventing Room.
Damn.
That one's not high for me.
That one
That's
is,
where the gobstopper is.
yeah, that's also where the foam thing is.
Yeah, the
This
gum.
is 6 for me.
Yeah. Inventing Room's number 1.
I'm,
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh,
That's
I
number
wanna put it
6.
up there, but
That's a
I put-
dump.
I put Inventing Room at 5.
I'm putting it at 3 because
I'm
we
just
have
like-
another.
I'm putting it
reason.
at 3 as well.
That's where he puts the soccer cleats in, and he goes,
Ooh.
"It needs a little kick."
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
then the
that's true.
Coke
chocolate egg.
Chocolate Egg Room.
chocolate egg room.
I'm going
this
5.
This
All right.
one's one of my least.
My favorite part about this room is Veruca and her dad go down in this room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I put
See your
Chocolate
lead?
Egg Room at 6.
I'm putting
Alright,
it
I
at
got it
4.
at 5.
Yeah, I like the scene, but I don't. The actual room itself isn't.
I do like
Yeah,
big
it's so
ducks
plain.
though, or big
Yeah.
geese. That's,
Oh, this one's
okay.
my other favorite.
This
that's
one is
number
good.
I'll put it
Yeah.
at 5.
Yeah,
I got number 2.
definitely.
you put it at number 5, John?
It's so iconic. Like
Yeah,
the
I've only
white-
got 1, 5, and 6 open.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
want to be.
Yeah, I
feel
put
like
it at number 2.
I'm gonna need to get a different marker.
I might get.
I love the jumpsuits. Like I love
it's
the
so
look
good.
of the Wonka vision.
Yeah,
Kevin, what'd you put it at?
I put it at number 2 also.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It's like
Dave
that
put it
number
at number 2 as well.
Like the way they're all wearing white.
Fizzy
Yes!
lifting,
This is
yeah.
my number 1.
It sure would be.
This is again. I like the scene really well, but the room's not impressive.
Yeah, this is 5.
Yeah, I have it.
I'm with Dave. I'm putting
this
it at
is
5.
number 1.
I put it at number 3.
It's him and Charlie getting.
Yeah,
I got 4.
I'm trying to think of what the
Fizzy
last
lifting,
one.
Fly
the
off.
last one gonna
Probably
be?
Violets is kind of cool, right? If I remember.
But that's in the testing room, isn't it?
That'll be my number 6.
Oh.
Whatever.
Lickable
Wallpaper
wallpaper.
hallway.
Okay.
Oh, the hallway.
Like-
Yeah. Love
All
it.
right, so imagine being the next group that goes through this hall. And he says it's supposed
That's a
to
good
be in
point.
like a nursery. Like, oh my goodness, that's disgusting.
3.
Yeah, but it is gross.
I got it at 3.
I got it number 4.
I got it a 4 as well.
I got it at 3.
Wow.
At 3?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're all
Matt,
pretty
you said 3
similar.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay. John, what'd you have it?
6. It's
6.
disgusting.
That's
Mr.
so good.
Sanitary.
Okay, yeah. I'm 100% okay with my list.
Boy, my
John's
You know,
John's
it's good.
reasoning behind the wallpaper room sucking is hilarious.
It is. It
And
100%
busy room
is.
is 1. That Wonka vision, if it wasn't for the chocolate room being so like first thing you see,
Oh man, it's
that Wonka
iconic.
vision, oh, so cool. Like
Yeah.
it looks so, and it's from like
The inventing room
1971.
is really
Yeah.
a few things in one.
Yeah,
I'm with
true.
you, Matt.
It's like a clean room, but it's a studio. But it's
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy.
It is. In 1971.
It's crazy.
Right.
Crazy.
All right.
Crazy.
Back to the
Oh
categories.
God,
It was
come
a far
on.
out time.
Does this movie get made now?
You know when you say something and then you just hear him like just the first like syllable comes out of his mouth and you're like, "Oh, motherfucker." I fucked up. That was exactly what happened because Kevin started singing Aerosmith. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail this whole thing.
No, that's very true.
We got made a couple times.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
think the answer is sure. They have an origin story not too long ago with Timothy Chalamet.
Shadow.
I
I thought you said orgy story.
it might have been more entertaining.
That was the,
That's
that's
weird.
the other Willy Wonka he was.
Oh, okay.
Was the song called
It's
Stitches?
Willy's Wonka.
Willy's
Stitches?
Wonka.
Wonka's Willy.
Was that the name of the song from that band? Was it Stitches?
What?
I think you're thinking of Aerosmith.
No,
No,
it's
you're
called
thinking
called
of
Crazy.
Orgy and the song
Orgy.
Stitches.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The
You're
song-
you're thinking of Blue Monday
Band.
from the band Orgy.
That was a cover.
No. I
that was a
know.
remake.
Oh my God!
All
Yes.
right. Yeah. Audience, try and keep up.
Look up the song "Stitches" by Orgy.
Or look up Blue Monday.
That's a better
Big
song.
Orgy
Look
fans
up
here.
The song. Don't look up any Orgy song.
Yeah.
Dave's like,
Yeah.
just go to the videos.
Using that word.
Just look up New Order. Anyways, yeah, I guess so. This
I said yes.
category. I mean, I would say for this,
I-
sure.
I put no because of they just did some, so I don't know if
Yeah.
it made today. Maybe down the road, but maybe not now.
Depends on who wants some money.
That I mean,
Yeah,
Kelly.
I was kind of bored with it. I mean, I don't know what else can you do. Maybe
Make sure-
Charlie running the chocolate factory.
There you
How
go.
it just turns into a dump.
He's just fucking
He's just
all up.
he's
into a
funneling
dump.
money into
Dude,
some drug account. Or
His
something.
whole
I don't know.
reloading family
There's lots-
moves in and just eats all the chocolate like fiends.
For some
Skateboard
reason, they
takes over.
still have a bed, like one bed for 4 people.
They just bring their head into the factory.
God.
Put them under the chocolate waterfall.
Next category, most rewatchable scene. Kevin.
I actually put the Oompa Loompa songs. And, specifically, the first one when they're pouring the sugar in the chocolate room, and they're talking about the pretty much the glutinous. Hold on.
Augustus Gloop.
Augustus. There we go.
Augustus.
And
Gloop.
the song you think's almost done, the walking through the rock wall, and then one last Oompa Loompa turns around and goes, doo-ba-dee-doo, and slams the
Oh, yeah.
and you think it's done, but gets one more doo-ba-dee-doo there.
Yep.
In hindsight,
That was good, John.
I wish I would have downloaded Wee Man dressed up as
Oh,
Oompa
yeah,
Loompa
whenever he
skateboarding.
skateboards.
Yeah, I wish I would have had
Yeah.
that
Pretty good.
right now. That whole bit is incredible. Eric, what would you say?
My favorite scene was when Augustus was announced as the kid who got the ticket, and they went to his dad, and his dad was eating, and then they're like, ask a question, and they put the mic in his face, and he just turns and bites the top of the mic off.
Forgot him.
I totally forgot about that whenever I started watching it, but it happened, and I was dying laughing because it's so stupid.
That's awesome.
Because it's not even just like the cover.
It's so
like the
ridiculous.
actual
It's the top of the
And
mic.
they're
It's the whole mic.
and what their outfits with the bibs and everything.
Yeah, they had the
I mean,
bibs
it's so
on and everything.
Disgusting.
Like he's into it, and then
Dude, either
the
of
microphone.
Right. John, what would you say?
Oh, the Wonkatania scene.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Oh,
ridiculous.
yeah. I mean,
it's terrifying.
Yeah, it comes out of left field. It's something else.
far left. Is that a position? Far
Far
left?
left field.
No. Oh, okay.
Close. Dave, what would you say?
Yeah, the boat scene in the tunnel.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It is.
It's
Like
good.
it. Oh no, it's amazing. I love it, but it's just it comes out of nowhere,
It's terrible.
and it's
It doesn't really fit the movie, but it kind of does at
No.
the same time.
What does he say? We're going. I can't do it.
There's
What does
Oh
no
he
way
yeah,
of
say?
he
knowing.
has
Yeah.
a whole weird song that he's
And
singing,
where we're
and he's
going.
getting
yeah.
lit up by these different colored strobes, and it's like, huh,
Yeah, I wish I could
this
riff
guy
that.
is pretty not all there.
This guy
Yeah.
might be on acid.
Yeah.
and like let's mention the lighting in that is amazing too. Like
Oh, yeah.
the way they light his face
Yeah,
and making him look just completely maniacal. Like the way that all of the costume, the lighting,
yeah.
everything's so well done in this movie from that aspect.
And
I mean,
the
he is
the Oompa
pretty
Loompas just going
maniacal, we
crazy.
find out. He did deceive all these people with Slugworth, who was his
That's
own
true.
guy. And
Spoiler
he
alert.
has Oompa Loompas working for him that he's just like, come with me. You can work for me in my factory.
yeah, Julie said, "Nah, that scene used to give me nightmares," which
Yeah, I can see.
I understand. Yeah,
I
But
think
the-
Cohen and Miles were like, Holy-
nah, dude,
What's going
Miles
on?
is fearless.
yeah. He's like,
Miles
yeah,
like play that again.
I want to go on that boat.
I said my
It's
favorite
the Valley
scene
Gem.
oh my god.
Sorry.
It doesn't move. No. My favorite thing is probably the last 5 minutes of the movie. I just think it's an absolute killer end. Like you have Charlie giving him the everlasting gobstopper. You have Willy Wonka celebrating with Charlie that he'd won. You get the reprise of imagination as they fly around the city.
Yeah.
And then you find out that he's not winning chocolate. He's winning the entire factory. Like
Yeah.
that whole culmination is just the whole scene is incredible. Like just the reprise of imagination while he's basically telling Charlie his life's changed
Yeah.
is so cool.
Another
so
good
good.
line is in that where he says, "Don't forget about the man who suddenly got everything he wanted."
Yeah, I absolutely love that line.
That was
He
in the
lived
trailer.
happily ever after.
Yeah.
and I'm glad Dave mentioned it because I love when he's like, "Good day, sir." Well,
Yeah.
so good. All right, I'm excited about this one. Casting our friends.
We forgot the off-screen drunk.
Oh, we did.
Oh,
Forget about.
you can't forget
Cheers.
about the off-screen drunk. Kevin.
Hey, I'm here.
Um, I guess I would say other than that, Grandpa Joe probably. For any
Yeah.
of the grandpas. The other grandpa I read was actually blind, like almost blind. Grandpa.
We just need
Whatever
you to
order,
be on
Grandpa.
screen a
The
few
other,
times.
the other grandpa was George, because
George.
It was George. yeah.
George, Georgina, what?
Joe and
Josephine?
Josephine, I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah,
Josephine and
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, I would say it's Grandpa George.
I put Mr.
Joe.
Salt.
Oh, George. Yeah.
I put Mr.
Mr.
Salt because
Salt.
you've got to be drunk to deal with that daughter.
Yeah. I said the
That's
same thing
fair.
as Kevin.
Oh,
I said
dang,
Mr.
that's
Salt.
fair.
Maybe he was drunk and that's why his daughter's that terrible.
Yeah, I guess of all of the kids, she's probably the worst one, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
she sucks.
By
Yeah.
far.
That kid sucks. It's so mean to say.
Eat brick kid.
He's
Suck brick
suck
kid.
brick
Or suck
kid.
brick kid, sorry.
All right. I jumped the gun there. I preed a little bit. Eating friends. Right, Eric wants to go first.
I only have two, so I would like
Oh,
to go
okay, good.
first. Okay, so I said Dave. Well, okay, sorry. John is Grandpa Joe because I can see. I can just see him in Grandpa Joe, and then I said both of Dave and John together are Grandpa Joe and Charlie because I feel like it's very plausible that like we'll be walking around somewhere and we like turn around and we're like, where did John and Dave go? And it turns out they're just getting high and burping and farting together. That's literally the only thing I came up with.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, I think that's solid. Dave, did you have anybody?
All right, I wasn't gonna cast Eric as Mr. Salt, but now I'm gonna cast Eric because I think that he would just cave and give a daughter anything that she wanted.
You're.
That's
I
probably
wish you were wrong, but you're probably
true.
right.
Yeah.
Matt is Violet's dad because he's just trying to sell you on something new every time. John is Gene Wilder. He's Willy Wonka. Just zany fucker. On probably some type of drug. He's
You
going
gotta
around
get a load of
this
this
wacky ass factory that's just built
Here, come-
whichever way that he
come
knows
with
how to
me.
get around.
Dude, I'm gonna mix my chocolate with a waterfall.
Kevin is the Oompa Loompas because they're always working.
I know.
Oh,
Didn't
so
think about that one.
think of that. That's so
I
good.
almost put that.
That's
That's
so good.
hilarious.
And then Daniel's either Grandpa Joe, but also maybe Charlie because of how negative Charlie is at the beginning of the movie. But also Grandpa Joe because of that heel turn. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, my legs don't work. Oh, guess what? We get to
They
go on
do
this
work.
tour, my legs work.
And the tobacco thing,
I'm
too.
gonna dance all around.
And the tobacco thing.
Yeah. Can't get up. My legs don't work, but I can sure smoke my
God.
tobacco.
Right.
Oops, my tobacco fund ran out. Guess I can get up and go hunt for some chocolate.
John, who'd you have?
I have Matt, your Grandpa Joe, because he's the dreamer, the one with grand visions that encourages Charlie to dream.
That's true.
That's fair.
And you're a liar.
Yeah.
Those muscles don't work, Matt.
You're right. I can't walk.
I have
Just
Eric
try to
as
walk.
Wonka, as the tinkerer, and the guy who's perfecting his craft.
He's playing the flute.
Kev, I have as Charlie because he's like a grinding, principled underdog. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
Dave, I have as the candy shop owner because he's dapper.
The
And he knows good
Candyman.
He's dapper
my
and he
God.
knows good product. I do hear that he's like a quality assurance manager somewhere.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. My bad. You don't know what quality is anymore.
An expert in the products. Would you like a Slugworth Sizzler? That's perfectly umptious.
Is that sativa or Kevin? Who'd you have?
It's funny because my first casting is actually the Candyman, but I
No
put
way.
John as the Candyman because thinking of John as a Candyman is hilarious, and I think he might have missed his calling. Just
dude.
bring happiness. Here you go, kids. Have some candy.
Oh shit, I'm losing money.
I don't care. The kids are loving.
Kids are happy.
I want some candy too.
Color on my wall too.
Hey guys, he's in there throwing around all of that free candy, and Charlie's standing outside the window going, I can't enjoy any of this free candy.
And actually,
Yeah.
Charlie has to pay for the one Wonka bar that he gets from.
Yeah. He's like,
That's hilarious.
But I put actually myself as Uncle Joe because of tobacco.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's a bag.
100%.
And the one I'm kind of proud of, I'm surprised no one said this, is Matt is Mike TV. Because last time I was at your house, there were 3 TVs in your living room for one, and you were thinking about putting up a 4th. And actually, right now, I bet there are at least 5 screens in the room that you were sitting in.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Probably
4.
5.
No.
4.
Oh, actually.
5.
Oh boy.
No. Yeah, there we
4,
go.
5, 6, 7.
There was 7. Jesus.
Yeah.
But
There's 7 monitors or screens in my office.
so Matt is Mike TV.
That's
Yep.
very good.
I actually put Dave as Willy Wonka because of fashion.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That is
There you
good.
go. I
And
like
then I put Eric as Charlie because he's just trying to be a good person in a terrible world.
It's true.
that. Yeah.
I can't enjoy any of this free candy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly says Matt TV.
Matt TV.
That's
That's fair. I actually had myself cast as somebody else, and I usually don't cast myself, but I was like, oh, I think I know who I am. But first I'll say, of us, Eric is definitely most likely to be Charlie, humble and non-competitive.
Yeah.
And like
I can't
Kevin
get this
said-
free candy. Okay, hold on, real quick. Once I ordered a drink at Starbucks, like a coffee, and I pulled out of the drive-thru, and then I like went to make sure the top was secure, and then the whole fucking cup just broke. And instead of going into Starbucks and saying, "Hey, my cup broke," I went back through the drive-thru and I just ordered it again, and I paid twice for it.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm not proud of that, but just like I
Yeah,
understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
You're Charlie. You're Charlie.
You're definitely Charlie. That just
I'm just a
damn it,
little
Eric.
guy.
Yeah, definitely Charlie. John, I could have casted as like everyone. The first time I thought of casting him, actually Kelly brought it up or pointed out, it was the teacher. Because of how
I thought about that
goofy.
too.
He's goofy as hell. I was like, oh, that could be John.
I can't figure out just 2, so let's say you bought 2 heads.
Just the way he like talked was John. I think when he's on his screen right now, he kind of looks like Violet.
Yeah,
'Cause it's kind of purple, the color scheme.
and
the
he's just
camera.
Waluigi, so
Yeah, there we go. But I put John as Willy Wonka as well. I said he's the most eccentric of us, and definitely the most unpredictable.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
I would say
stories
so.
of John in college of just climbing a tree or climbing a telephone pole
Or climbing an apartment
for
building.
no reason.
If you'd like-
I mean,
If you'd like to hear that story, go check out our friends Sorta Kinda Funny. We were
Yeah.
on their podcast a few weeks back. Willy
Yep.
Wonka. Oh my god.
That's a good one.
Oh my god. Willy
Willy
Wonka. Oh my god.
That's pretty amazing.
That
I had,
is
So I had me as Violet. I'm surprised nobody put that because she's the most competitive with the gum chewing record.
Oh, that's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
That definitely works.
And she's also the one that's going over to get the gum when someone's telling her no. And I'm not exactly the best when teachers tell me no, or was. Wonder where my kids get that. Sorry, Kelly.
You can't do that.
I was bad with authority then as a kid. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely Violet.
that is pretty perfect. I'm
Yeah,
sorry I didn't
but-
cast you as that.
No, but the Matt TV is hilarious. Speaking of Matt TV, I actually had Dave as Mike TV because he probably has the most screen time of us playing video games. I
Yeah.
would guess out of us, at least.
Oh, I would say so. Yeah.
I think
Dave-
so.
I
Oh,
love
I
when
know he
he's on
plays
the
the most
boat
video
ride
games.
and he pulls out his cat gun.
Yeah. Bang, bang.
So I just thought of Dave as Mike TV with all the video games and the Zane. He's kind of wacky too.
Vidgy games? Is that a Vidgy game?
Dave, you're so wacky.
Don't try
And,
to talk to me whenever I'm in the middle of watching something either, because I can just ignore your ass.
Eyes locked on the screen.
I had Cody as Slugworth trying to take down the company.
But in the end, he's
Iron
actually
Man.
just a good guy.
Yeah, I mean he is.
Yeah, he was trying to infiltrate and find out who was.
Yeah, that
It
would
was
be
just a
good.
loyalty test.
I almost casted him.
That's hilarious. For the third straight week, this is incredible, I think. And I called my shot last week, but I was able to cast Kevin for the third straight week as someone who can't swim.
I was wondering if somebody was going to
And
do
that
that.
was Augustus
Oh
Gloop.
my gosh. That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh my god. That deserves some applause.
I really thought someone was going to do that, and I thought about casting myself as that. I'm like,
That's-
I'm going to see what happens.
Cast as Kevin.
That's
I
so
would,
good.
I would not be drinking chocolate, so
That's fair.
I,
But you definitely couldn't
You
swim in
drown in
that
it.
chocolate river. Yeah.
I definitely could not. I would not put myself in that position to be in that chocolate river.
Neither did Augustus. He kind of fell over. But he was
He
drinking.
kind of tripped over himself.
Like he was drinking. What do you mean he did put himself in the
Yeah, I know.
Drink. Well, he kind
I
of fell
also-
over, but he was drinking, so
He
there we
should have got
go.
one of those like teacup things that he could eat and just dip it in. And
Yeah.
Oh, like a
just
ladle.
laid on his
Yeah.
belly, but he
For a
was like
gallon.
in that weird crouch position.
Yeah. John
Oh,
will
yeah,
hollow
because-
out that mushroom for him.
Yeah.
I also was going to put Kevin as the other thing I said was what Dave said, as an Oompa Loompa because he likes to work. I was on the
It's
same
so
page.
good. That's real good. I
Yeah,
like the
no.
Augustus answer though. That's so
I
good.
know.
3 times.
Three
Like, oh
weeks
my
in a
gosh.
row.
What movie are we watching next week?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I think.
Okay.
yeah,
Is there
don't
anyone who
know.
can't swim in that movie?
There might be. Maybe one of the kids. It's kind of a common theme in kids' movies.
Yeah. Kids
I
need to
think
learn to
that's what we're
swim.
watching. We haven't actually figured it out, but that one sounds like a fun one.
That does sound like a fun one.
All right, 2 more. Next, we've got, is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? Now, there's only really 2 people to talk about. Charlie obviously is his only podium role.
He can't even complete the podium.
Right.
Mhm.
So the
Podium.
And I would
It's on
say,
his podium and his podium.
right.
and I would
So-
say it's on jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the one. That's the first one to talk about is Gene Wilder.
Yeah.
I think this is his best role of any movie.
I'm with you.
Yep.
Now he was nominated for an Oscar, didn't win, but like this is better than anything. This is one of my favorite acting roles of any movie ever. Really,
Yeah,
it's that good.
He
That's,
plays that
up there.
character.
I know it is up there, but like, yeah, he is that character I don't think there's much better. From other movie standpoint, he is known for, the producers, Stir Crazy, See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Young Frankenstein is another one of a lot of people's favorites. And I would say Blazing
But,
Saddles
Blazing
is one of
Saddles in
mine.
there.
Yeah, him and Cleavon Little. They're such a funny duo in that movie. The comedy with those two, and for those two, it's actually more clean. It's more of the other stuff. Those two together, and so like, yeah, I would say that Blazing Saddles is up there. He's actually not in a ton of like bangers, which is kind of sad because I think he could have maybe played more big roles. They just never, I don't know, like the movies that we know him for are great, but they're not like Academy Award winning. You know what I mean? Like they're not the Charlton Hestons or the Marlon Brandos, the Godfathers, stuff like that. I don't think people took him seriously enough.
Yeah, I mean, those movies are comedies, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, but I think he's good at being serious and funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he had a gift that not a lot of people can do.
Yeah, like in this, the things he says that are funny, it's like, huh, that's funny, and it comes kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's not goofy. It's not slapstick. It's just natural.
Yeah, there's one you didn't mention I thought was, I don't know if it would hold up because it's been a while since I've watched it, but it was in the movie Silver Streak that he stars with Richard Pryor with.
With Richard Pryor, yeah.
But, I mean,
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I don't know if it would hold up, but I remember liking that. But yeah, it would definitely have to be a rewatch to confirm it.
Yeah, agreed. And then the other guy to talk about is Grandpa Joe, Jack Albertson. He actually has an Oscar win for a supporting actor, and the subject was Roses. Never heard of it.
Yeah, I have.
Sounds like an old movie.
And he's also
It's
the
74,
voice.
I think.
Yeah, he was also the voice of one of Kevin's favorite cartoons,
Yep, that was my number 2.
Amos Slade and Fox and the Hound.
Kevin loves that movie.
Happy-go-lucky movie.
Happy-go-lucky.
Yeah. Bittersweet.
Yeah,
Such
so
a
those are
happy
really
cartoon.
nobody else kind of went on to do anything.
Yeah.
I said yes to all.
Same.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it's
there's a
on
lot of
Gene's
TV.
podium, he's bigger than anyone else on this, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. All right, last category. We are doing, does this movie podium for movies centered around food? What we'll do for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Kevin?
Did anyone call this a foodium yet?
Foodium's good.
Foodium.
Yeah, there we go.
This is movie
The
Foodium.
foodium.
Is this your top 3 Foodium movie?
Oh,
Foodium.
But I put
Very good,
no.
John.
no. Okay.
I put no.
I want to hear your top 3.
My third is a comedy, and it's mainly because I worked in the industry, and it's Waiting with
Okay.
Yeah,
Ryan,
I could see that coming.
Reynolds and Justin Long, Dane Cook, all that. It's
That's a pretty
If
fun
you-
movie.
yeah. If you ever worked in that industry, you definitely relate to it a lot.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure the
just- it's just
makers
funny.
did.
Yeah. And then number 2 is actually a musical, and it's Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Johnny Depp.
I wondered where you're going with that.
Yeah, it's based around the barber and meat pies.
Yeah, there's some
The
connection.
meat pies are a very, very big part of this. I'm like, I think it
still
counts as
haven't
a
seen it.
food movie.
Yeah, I still
I
haven't
like
seen
it.
it.
You
I haven't
never
seen
seen it's
No?
good. It actually, I want to look at that. It was nominated for 3 Oscars, and actually won one. But nominated for Johnny Depp was nominated for best lead actor. There were also,
He was?
He was
Wow.
nominated.
I mean, that's huge.
And then they were also nominated for best costume design and won for best achievement in art direction. Is what it actually won.
Art
Oscar for.
direction.
Yeah.
Maybe you can choose that for your birthday movie this year instead of a movie
I would
that
rather
won nothing.
Yeah, I would rather that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And then my number one, I'm actually going with The Menu. It's a new movie with
interesting.
Ralph Fiennes in it.
Yeah, Ray Fiennes.
It's a 2022 movie. I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. And
Yeah, it's good.
I don't want to really give much away because it's that good.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of spoilers there. No, that's a good movie.
It's considered a comedy horror, and so it's fun. It's a fun watch, and it's a short movie too. I think it's like maybe an hour and a half. So it's
Very
pretty quick.
short.
It's a pretty quick watch, and
Nice.
it's enjoyable. So
Nice.
watch The Menu if you've never watched it.
Nice.
I'm not sure if
Good.
we have watched it.
Dave?
This did not make my podium.
Dang.
Ooh.
Number 3 is Ratatouille.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
Great movie.
Number 2 is Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Also a great movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I know what number one is already.
Number 1 is Clerks 2.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
oh.
Nice.
I thought you were going to go Good Burger there for a second.
Yeah, I thought Good Burger too.
No, Good Burger was outside looking in.
Yeah. John, is Good Burger or Willy Wonka on this list?
I want to say I
Me?
forgot Clerks 2
Yeah.
was fast food. And
Yeah.
not at a I completely forgot about that.
Good Burger.
hilarious.
No, I'm sorry, it's not.
Boo this man.
Not on mine either.
Outside looking in for me is Super Size Me.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a feeling you might go there.
And then on number 3, I put The Founder. It might be because we've recently done that.
That was a close one. I almost
I
had
didn't
that in
think
mind.
of that. Shit, that's a good one.
I almost had that in.
And I got Harold and Kumar at 2, just like Dave. Imagine that.
Wonder why.
Nice.
Another comedy.
Doesn't
And
make any
number
sense at all.
1, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh.
Oh, it hit gold.
Baby.
Nice.
Eric,
Best food movie ever made.
we're all chocolate.
I said no on mine. Number 3, I also have Ratatouille.
Nice.
Number 2 is Knives Out, which is
Oh.
like a
Yeah.
horror
interesting.
movie with Daniel Craig,
Yeah.
and I
don't know
can't
if I'm
remember
familiar with that one.
the chef. It's all around like a chef.
Is it Chris Evans? He's in it.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think he is in it, but he's not.
Yeah.
It's a really cool like mystery,
whodunit.
not mystery. Yeah,
It's a whodunit movie. Like you go throughout the. It's like kind of like a modern Clue.
yeah, kind of.
Like you're trying to figure out something happens. You got to figure out who did it.
Yeah, I think
It's good.
Batista might be in it,
Yeah.
or maybe I'm thinking of a different. Anyway,
It's called Knives Out.
yeah, Knives
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah,
I
check
think you
it
would
out.
like it. And then
gonna write
number
that one
one, number 1 is Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
All right. So this does make my podium.
Ooh,
I had Harold and Kumar and Good Burger outside looking in as well. My number 3 is, if Kelly is still watching, he might laugh. I put Pig, which is
Pig?
a Nicolas Cage movie, and
of course.
he's a forager who hunts truffles, and he has a pig that's really good at finding truffles. And somebody steals his pig, and he's got to find his pig.
That's
That's the
Where the
plot.
fuck did you hear of this movie?
I
When did
think
this
we
come
watched
out?
it with like 2 years ago on. I think it's on Netflix.
Oh my
You guys
god!
should-
It's just
John
called
should
Pig.
watch it. It's called Pig. John might like it.
Oh, I think I might.
Oh my god!
It
It was released in 2021.
yeah.
Nicolas
it's
Cage has a
ridiculous.
giant fucking beard
Yeah,
and long
he's like-
hair.
yeah, and he has a pig who finds truffles.
But someone steals the pig.
It's like John Wick meets Ratatouille.
Yeah, that's what I was
Which-
saying. It's like he goes John Wick about his truffle pig.
Which leads me in my number 2, which is Ratatouille. I don't think any other food movie, at least that I've seen, captures the restaurant scene more elegantly than Ratatouille. Like seriously, I think
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time.
Yeah, it absolutely like romanticizes that
Yeah,
whole
more
industry.
than, and I think it's the best of any movie I've seen.
Mhm.
And then my number one is Willy Wonka.
Nice.
Big surprise,
Fucking
just too
pig.
good.
Pig.
Pig, dude. Pig is ridiculous, but it's actually not bad. Like I didn't really like a ton of the movies I was looking for. Like
When you have to say it's actually not bad,
It's probably bad. Yeah. So
it's
Pig
ridiculous.
on IMDb. This is the description on
Please.
Google. A truffle hunter who lives alone in the Oregon wilderness must return to his past in Portland in search of his beloved foraging pig after she is kidnapped.
It's so terrible.
John would love it. No,
Does
John,
she have a
I
name?
guarantee. John will like
What's her name? Bring her back.
I don't even think he has an. Oh, I don't know if it has a name. I think he calls it Pig.
Just call Pig.
Dead
My
serious.
God, this movie sounds like it sucks.
Oh my god,
John,
Hey
how many
now.
times do you want to watch it?
Don't besmirch his name.
No, I recently watched Face Off when I was
Oh,
sick
yeah.
the other week.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage is unhinged in that movie.
it's been a while since I've seen that.
It's been a while.
I was waiting for it.
Everyone pause until he gets ready.
Well, that's good because in a couple weeks we're doing Terminator 2, and for our podium for that'll be 90s action movies. So
Ooh.
Face Off fits in that.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about like.
Well, I
it's-
don't think I'm not
He's
saying it's
he's
top
literally
three.
like fucking crazy. Like there,
Oh.
no.
I think it happens in Pig too. I just love saying the name of that movie. All right. Well,
movie's
thanks,
Pig.
producer Kelly, for making the chocolate rooms, the Wonka rooms. That was pretty
Chocolate
fun.
rooms.
The chocolate
Thanks,
room is the
everybody,
best.
for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry about the dry voice here. Winter sucks.
Yes, it
Matt's
does.
been yelling too much.
Yeah, apparently.
Get
All
back
right,
in the
thanks,
house,
everybody.
you kids.
And
Don't
I wish
pick
it
up the
was
dog poop.
Get off my lawn.
there we go. Where's my pig?
Pig, come home. I want my truffles.
Next week, tune in. We got, what did I say? Maybe Honey, I Shrunk Our Kids. All right, bicycle.
Bicycle.
See you guys.
Goodbye.